In this video, I will be describing all the things your keeper can do and how important he is. Keeper's Ascension is all about your keeper. Your keeper is directly connected to your life force. Whenever your keeper dies, he's not taken off the board, but he regenerates immediately somewhere on your life force row, your choice. So let's say my opponent has killed me. He comes over and he finally kills me. And let's say I have 5 money stored at that time. What'll happen is I'll immediately respawn somewhere on my life force row. Let's say I want to go there, just so I can be in line to kill him later. I respawn, but immediately my life force row loses 5 health. Let's say it was at 10, so now it's at 5. He also gets any money that I had. So I give him 5 of my money, and he also gets 5 from the reserves. He always gets 5 from reserves. So let's say I had 1 that time. He would get my 1, and then he would also get 5. So whatever I have, he takes, and he also gets 5 from the reserves. So this is a big deal. If my keeper happens to die 3 times in a game, that's potentially end game for me, because that would be 15 points that I would lose, and that's all my life force has at the beginning. The keeper has different attributes than the other pieces. He has 1 speed, 1 range, 1 damage, but he has 5 health points, and that is tracked with your life tracker down here in the bottom right. We use a red token to keep track of that, and he can have up to 7 health. So you begin with 5 at the beginning of the game, but you can have abilities that'll later modify that. And that's where the abilities come in. These abilities are called keeper's abilities because they are used by your keeper. They are his actions that he uses. Now, if I have an ability like, say, armor, that's going to immediately affect my keeper. And now he can absorb 1 damage per turn, which will make him stronger. A lot of these cards immediately affect your keeper and make him a lot stronger, which is pretty cool. Another important thing about your keeper is he has an ultimate power that nobody else has in the game. You can see the ultimate on the left-hand side. It says ultimate, and it's called command. Each keeper has its own unique ultimate to each faction. The snow guys have their own, and I go grab them. The snow guy has an ultimate called freeze, and my guy has an ultimate called command. What do these do? Well, you'd have to turn it over and read on the back. Take command of any enemy unit within a 1 space radius of the keeper for the remainder of the turn. What that means is I can move up and then use my ultimate to control this mage for the rest of the turn, working for me. In other words, he now is my slave for a whole turn, and if I have any actions left, I can use them, make him do things, and probably at the end of it I just make him kill himself, because why not, right? He's under my control, and I don't want him to be in control of the other person later. So ultimates are really cool. If you look at the ultimate of the snow guy, he has freeze. Well, what does it do? Let's read. It allows me to immobilize all enemy units for 1 turn. So if this was my opponent and he used it, he could freeze me for a whole turn. So he could use it, do everything he wanted, be my turn, and I couldn't move any of my pieces. I could still use abilities, I could still attack or take money, but I could not move them. So that's a big deal, because now he can move up on me and kill pieces, and I would have nothing to do about it for a whole turn. So the ultimates are really cool and really make each keeper unique. Later, we are going to hopefully bring expansions where we have different themes that have different ultimates that can really bring variety to the game.